Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Destiny. I am 26. I'm a single mom of a 3-year-old boy. This is my first video and I made this channel to try to give people hope that if you keep pushing, things are going to work out in your favor. The story I'm telling today is the story of how I got my apartment. Today is January 31st, 2025. So rewind back to October of 2024. June of 2024, I got a new job after years of no stable income. Got a new job, things are going great. I applied to an apartment probably in July. I was denied, no surprise there. Credit was terrible, credit cards maxed out, all the mess. If you've ever gone through not having stable income and being a single parent, you know how it is. I was denied. They said fix your credit, come back, reapply, let's see what we can do. In about September, I returned to the same place. I apply. To my surprise, I was denied again. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep working on my credit. I'm gonna get new credit cards. I'm gonna do whatever I can to fix my credit to get my own place for some stability for my son and I. So in October, I come to the complex that I'm at now. I tour an apartment, I apply. Actually when I drove into the complex, I just had this overwhelming feeling like this is home. It was so strange. I've never experienced that before. I don't know. I just led with that and I just stuck to it. So I applied to the place in October. I was denied. And it really threw me off because it felt like home. So I'm like, oh, okay. All I could do is keep working on my credit. So I did all that I could. I fixed my credit. I came back the last week of November. It was a couple days after Thanksgiving. So I come back. I applied for a downgraded unit because it fit my budget a little better. I figured it'd give me a better chance to be approved. So I applied for the unit. After I apply, I go and I tour a similar floor plan, except the unit that I'm touring is updated. Come in the unit, I'm walking through. I ask the property management if the unit was on the market, to which they explained to me, actually, this is the unit that you applied for back in October. We haven't been able to get anyone in here. And I was like, hey, if you can lower the rent, I can get in here. I'm willing to do it. I can meet you halfway. The number that I threw out at them, it was halfway point between what I applied for and what the upgraded unit was going for. I don't know why it caught me by surprise. Everything in that interaction was, it was catching me off guard. So to my surprise, they were actually taking the offer seriously, whereas what I threw out was, I was kind of serious, but it was mostly a joke just because I assumed that they were immediately going to tell me no. I apply and, they say they'll reach out to their supervisor. They'll see if that offer works, and they say give it 2 days. The next day, they give me a call and they let me know that I was approved. It wasn't the rate, the number that I threw out. It was a little bit higher, which was still fine. They let me know that even though the rate was a little higher than the number that I threw out, that I still qualified for it. So I was like, okay, perfect. And one of the stipulations for that lowered price was I had to be willing to move in immediately, whereas the unit I was applying for wasn't going to be ready for about a month and a half. Now I had to tell the family member that I was living with, I'm moving out and this is about a 48-hour notice. So I won't be able to pay you. I wouldn't call it rent because it was a lot cheaper than rent, but I was also buying groceries for that household. So it was going to be a big change for that person. 24 hours after getting the call that I was approved, I had keys. I got keys on a Thursday, and on that Friday, I got a U-Haul. I went to my storage that I had been paying for that had been completely full for 2 years, and I emptied out my storage and packed up all my stuff, and I moved into my apartment the beginning of December, and here we are in January, the end of January, and things are coming along. I'm getting, we're almost fully furnished. I love it here. My son loves it here. I love my job. Now it's starting to feel like everything is working. Everything is falling into place. I guess the whole point of this video is just keep going, because you never know when your breakthrough is coming. For example, if I would have just not tried again, I would have missed out, because I almost didn't apply for the unit. I had just paid off all my debt. I had just got a new car a couple months beforehand after a repossession. I did not have more than the move-in deposit, but I went by faith. I knew that if I didn't take the unit at that time, that it was a possibility that I would have to wait months. I would have to wait months. If any of you live in California, you know how it is when you finally find a unit that's affordable. I mean, I'm paying almost $1,400 for a 1-bedroom, but it has a washer and dryer hookup, exactly what I was looking for as far as location, price range, upstairs versus downstairs, gated. I needed this unit. I am so grateful that although the other complex that I applied for was over $100 cheaper, it was not what I was looking for. It's what I would have settled with, but I am so grateful that I did not settle. If you are a single mom or just a young woman that's trying to find a way out, you're the black sheep of the family, you're the curse breaker of the family, give me a follow. Many stories to come. I plan to just use my voice, tell my story, share my experiences, my lessons. I don't plan on showing my son much on this channel, just because I don't even post him on my personal private social media. I just don't like having him on the internet like that. You who have watched my video, I am so grateful that you watched it all the way through. I look forward to continuing this channel. I look forward to seeing this channel grow. I look forward to some business ventures that may come along. This is the start of me locking in for my 2025, doing what I am being called to do, still me trusting the process. At this time, I'm feeling like everything is coming together. Everything feels great. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope I can help you in some way, shape, or form. Big sister or like a friend, an accountability partner. You can't go wrong with that. This is the end of my video, and thank you for watching again, and I hope you come back for more. Bye. Back to add that I forgot some big details. So when I was pregnant with my son, the plan was for me to move out and get my own place. That did not work out. Before that didn't work out, I had been buying things, for me to move. I knew I was already going to need a U-Haul. I was already going to need a moving truck, so might as well fill it up, right? I had been ordering things, Black Friday, at that time Walmart had layaway. I had bought TVs and appliances for the kitchen and comforter sheets, so many things that never got the chance to be used. I had a storage unit full of things that were going to be needed once I got my own place. Soap and candles. And randomly last minute, I ended up Black Friday shopping, ordered a bunch more things that I felt like I was going to need, because I also had a strong feeling of I'm about to get my apartment soon, which was weird because I hadn't toured. I hadn't seen anything in my price range, but I was like, I feel like my apartment's coming and I feel like I need to buy these things. And you're supposed to trust your gut. So I didn't want to end up regretting not trusting that feeling. So I trusted the feeling. I ordered things for Black Friday. And when I moved into my unit, I didn't need for anything. Everything I needed besides furniture. So the fact that I didn't have any extra money left over was perfectly fine. That's just another big part of the story, is that my pockets were a little light after that move, and I didn't need for anything. I didn't lack in any area. My kitchen was full. My linen closet was full. I had everything. I had everything I needed. At no point since I have moved was I stressed about my next steps. At no point did I feel like, oh my goodness, how is this gonna work? Why did I do this? There has been no regret. That's been part of, this learning journey that I've been on, is sometimes it's best to just keep your mouth shut, because if anybody knew, I didn't tell anybody that I only had enough for a move-in deposit, because anybody would have been like, babe, you barely have enough money to you only have enough to support your child in your current situation. You shouldn't move right now. You're just going to struggle. You're going to be stressed out. It's not a good decision. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing until I got my place. And even then, only very few people knew that I did not have savings to cover even 1 month's rent after I paid that move-in deposit. So yes, I just felt like that was very important for me to come back and add. Sometimes when you're being spiritually led to do something, just do it. Stop doubting it. Stop being scared. I mean, if you're scared, do it anyway. Do it anyway. There's a reason you're being led to do certain things, and you should trust that feeling and you should do it. I mean, trust what you're being led to do. If you feel like you're being delusional, don't tell anybody. Do it and don't tell anybody about it until it works out, because really it's nobody's business. You know, when you're alone, when you don't have many friends, you don't have, a whole bunch of family, it's okay to keep things to yourself. It's okay to keep a lot to yourself. Journal, write it down. Don't tell people, because they'll put doubt in your head. They'll put doubt in your steps. If I had spoken to somebody about the fact that I didn't have much in the bank at the time, I might not have even applied for this unit. I would have just stuck to the cheaper apartment complex that had no washer and dryer no washer and dryer hookups, and had a homeless issue and a broken gate that was never closed. Like, I would have been unhappy at that other place. I just know it. There's no doubt in my mind that I would not have been satisfied with the other unit that I was going to settle for. So take a chance, be bold. This is the only life we're going to live. So live it. Live it. You are the only one who will have to live with your choices. Other people telling you not to take a chance it's only going to hold you back. They're not the ones that have to live with the decision you make. You are the only one who is going to feel the full effects of living on somebody else's terms. I did that for a very long time, and I was very unhappy. I was unhappy all the way up until I chose to live my life on my own terms. People pleasing, it's not going to get us anywhere. It's not going to get us anywhere. When you are doing everything in your power to not let others down, you're letting yourself down. And a big part of how I got in this current position now is learning that if I have to let other people down in order to be happy and be okay with the decisions I make and be proud of myself, I mean, it's not even just like a being selfish, thing, but it's like, if taking the action to be proud of myself disappoints somebody else, then they just have to be disappointed. I mean, those are some big lessons that some of us have to learn. Those are some generational curses that some of us have had to break. And I just feel like that is something that I needed to say. Like, it's scary to be that one to step out of the box and to stop seeking approval from others. But I can say from personal experience that I have not regret that decision ever. I haven't regret any decision that I've made to make myself proud. Even if others have been upset, even if it didn't work out, I'm still proud of myself for taking that step. So take a page out of my book and take a leap of faith. Take a chance. That's the end of this extra little clip that I've added. So I hope you have a great day. Find beauty in the little things. Anyways, bye.